right, people, welcome to the Wednesday show, and I appreciate who's ever jumping in. I appreciate it. Looks like D Live is actually working today. Last night on a show, wouldn't connect to D Live, so anybody who's trying to watch Horror Talk from D Live, I apologize. Don't know what happened, but it is what it is. You can still watch it, even though it's not live anymore. You guys can still watch it from yesterday. It was really fun. We did, what are the best monster movies? And usually those shows are only an hour, but somehow we went on for 2 hours. We had an extra guest, and when you start going through all the movies about horror monsters, it's amazing on what's considered a monster movie and what's not. And you forget what the time is. And when you forget what time it is,
you're having a good time.
You're having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, if you forget what time it is, you're having a fucking great time. That's how I always look at it, too.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun and all that. And today, guys, this is the Mandela Effect X-File Criminal Minds double feature rewatch. Mm-hmm. And I did some research trying to find out some other shows that might be TV-based. I don't want to do movies because we always do a show just on movies.
Yeah.
Now, I did forget that Sex in the City or Sex in the City is one of them. It's HBO, but that's TV. That's not a movie, so that's something we can dive into today, which would be fun. So, and guys, I've been getting a lot of good messages and emails about the Mondays show. People actually loved it. And now don't expect us to do every show on phone calls because it was a perfect storm because we actually had people answer the phone.
Yeah, that's rare.
Some places didn't.
Yeah.
But the people who did answer were actually rolling with it.
So they were nice.
They were nice. Yeah, they were really cool. A lot of them nice, especially the Fresno one.
Yeah, she's very fucking nice. She was a wonderful person. I felt bad. She wanted to help me out. Talk about missions. Go down to a mission. I'm like, oh, God damn, this person's really cool.
Wow, 6 a.m. in Australia. That is early.
Ocean Girl.
Yeah, that is early. 6 a.m. Yeah. Well, if we would have done our show at 11, that would have been 4 a.m. So 6 a.m. is a little better.
I mean, she's having some marmalade and then some coffee. She's good. Piece of toast. Oh no, she's having Vegemite. She's having some Vegemite on toast.
I'm going to just lurk today.
Good.
That man right there said he'd like to be on a horror talk show sometime. So I said, hey, the monster show will be perfect for you because some comedians think you're already a monster.
There you go.
He never responded. He never got to go on. I thought the monster show would fit him perfect, but oh well.
He has to take a break, man. I'm happy that guy's taking a break. He's just relaxing a little bit, turning it down, changing. He's got to be exhausted by now.
No,
yeah.
No. I actually it's all good. Yeah, he jumped in last night on the show. Not on the chat. But he had to go to work, so it sucks. You're watching the show, then you actually have to go to work, and I wish everybody had a permanent vacation.
Then nothing would function. When it just would cease to exist, everything would just stop. Wouldn't that be weird? Well, we had it. That's what the mask thing was. Everybody got to stay home from their jobs. They got laid off. It's just now over here on the 21st, we'll find out if they're going to go ahead and lift all the restrictions, period, across the board. So everyone's kind of like on. But the problem is in where I'm at around certain areas, the variant from India came in. So it's making its way around England at the moment. So everyone's like, no, come on, the 21st is around the corner. It's like right there. Let's just lift the restrictions. We'll see.
Yeah, it's weird times. Right after the show, at 3:00, I got to end it because I got to take my daughter to her school to pick up a yearbook. And it was like, I'm thinking to myself, how do you have a yearbook when there really wasn't a school? But I guess a bunch of people sent in pictures. Your daughter, kids, they still want the yearbook, but I go, well, at least the yearbook would be kind of a history piece where in the future you can tell your kids, yeah, there was that time that we couldn't go to school. We had to do it from home.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of, you got to pay for the book, right? You still got to buy it. So they need the money.
$25.
Well, yeah, and that's good because you're supporting the school. Yeah, she is eating Vegemite.
Vegemite, toast check, coffee check. It's freezing, 9 degrees at the moment. Damn,
it's cold over there. Well, remember, it's the opposite over there. It's Australia. It's the opposite.
Ocean Girl, you need one of these kind of cups. This is an electronic cup where it keeps your coffee hot. Yeah, and if you want, and where is it? I'm going to show you something, Ocean Girl. I'm going to show you something.
Australia.
I got an app here, right? And this is how fancy electronics are getting. Okay, I'm clicking on my cup. It's connecting to my cup.
Oh God, dude.
It's actually connecting. It's saying it's connecting, and when it connects, if it does work properly,
yeah,
it'll. Oh no! Oh, I got to troubleshoot. Oh well. Well, usually it tells you what temperature your cup is.
Well, yeah. When I was barbecuing in California with a bunch of people, and we're rocking the music, and the dude that's rocking the music is sitting there in his chair with his cell phone, and he's turning on the music on and off, and then he's also checking the temperature of the tomahawk steaks. He's checking it, like he's got everything on his phone. I'm like, wait a minute, the barbecue is a few feet behind us, and you could tell everything from your phone. He goes, yeah, everything is on his phone. The barbecue is on his phone. I think you got one of those.
Yeah,
the barbecue's on your phone. That's amazing.
Yeah. Now this was a birthday gift, people. So it's not like I went out and bought it. Somebody got it for a birthday gift. They said, hey, you could do it for your show so your coffee can stay hot during the show. I'm like, cool. That's a cool. So it's not really on fancy pants. It's just, what is this?
I gotta grab some.
My Wonder Woman cup would do that.
I got a gift. Someone sent me a gift. So you keep talking. I have to grab the gift. That'll take me.
Oh, guys, get a good smoker. Oh yeah, I did get a smoker. I got a Louisiana smoker, and man, I'm telling you, the smoking machine is the best. It is the best. It is freaking awesome. You can't beat a good smoker for your meats. Oh, for your meats, anything, man. Oh, dude, take corn, right? Take corn. Put corn in there on your smoker, and that smoke on your corn tastes wonderful. We do hamburgers, everything. And you control the temperature. You get a little older, you get a little tired. Keep playing. You keep playing with the temperature stuff. You put it what temperature you want, and bam, you got it. And guys, I'm a good smoke weed. I'm a good smoking weed. Hey, you got to be good. And dude, there's a lot of things, people, that there's ways to get things in life, around the corner. Like here, I'm going to show you guys something. Oh, I'm going to show you guys something. Right? Okay. This is an espresso machine with the, you see the commercials with George Clooney. George Clooney making those espresso shots. Now,
I got one of those.
Now, guys, and those machines aren't cheap, but I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret what to do. You might take a little research.
Huh.
Go to Goodwill or something. Goodwill is a good store because Goodwill you can actually return something. Now, most of the time when you guys go to Goodwill, they'll actually have some of these machines, but the thing is they're broken.
Oh.
Right? But they're broken. You know what I did? That was $20, right? It's broke. I bought it and it's broken. You know what I did then, guys?
What?
I registered it on the Nespresso registry site. So I got it registered. And then next day I called and said, hey, my machine's not working. And they worked with me and we couldn't fix it. So they sent me a free box to send it in to get fixed. So they recertified, fixed that machine and sent it to me. So basically it's running like a new machine. Now you're asking Carrot machines, they do the same thing. Now you can't pick like a 3-year-old machine, when you find a machine, look it up when it was released. And the reason that they'll fix it free for you is because they don't make money off the machine. They make money off the coffee cups. So they want it to be working. So now I say go to Goodwill because there's some thrift stores that you can't take returns. Was it an espresso? Yes. This is there's right here. Yeah, this is an espresso machine.
Yeah.
Okay. It is an espresso machine. And like I said, I paid it. That one is worth probably about 140, 160 bucks, whatever. Got it for 20 bucks. Called Nespresso, sent it in for free. They fixed it. Bam. They're not always going to have these machines there, but once in a while they do. I did it again. They had another Nespresso machine. Was broken. Got it fixed. And I gave it to a gift to your son's friend, Nick.
Oh, perfect.
He lives right here in Berrien because he liked the coffee taste. Like, hey, I got this repaired. You're a good kid. I know you're working hard. You're paying rent by yourself. Here you go.
Oh, that's cool.
So there's certain ways to do it. Like I said, you can't go to a thrift store and find a machine 3 years model. But because the thing is, people, a lot of people who buy machines and they think it's broken, and they don't think that to call in and they'll send you a repair box.
Yeah.
For free.
Well, I did the same thing when I go to the secondhand store and I pick up JanSport backpacks. The JanSport. JanSport makes a backpack. It's got a lifetime guarantee. So I'll pick up a JanSport and I'll call them up and say, hey, it's been wore out. You just take some sandpaper. You just kind of sandpaper some areas up that's got holes and shit. You just kind of make it. I don't want to tell people this stuff, but, they send you a brand new backpack.
Yeah.
You send them one, and then they, give me a thing, and they box. You just send it in the JanSport, and you get it back. And like Tilly hats are the same way. Tilly, you get those lifetime 100% guaranteed Tilly hats out of like that cool fucking camp hats and everything. They're rough. They can do anything and everything. Come out of Canada. Tilly hats. You can do the same thing and get new hats. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of people don't know about the lifetime guarantee on things.
Yes. Craftsman Tools have lifetime warranties.
Guaranteed, yeah.
Do you buy their cups? Yeah, I do buy their cups because if you guys ever taste Keurig cups, no matter what, always have a plastic taste to them.
Oh.
No matter what. The Keurig, it's not bad, but they always got a plastic taste. These espresso cups, man, they taste just great.
I got a gift there.
Pay up to $5,000. Oh, yeah, you can pay up to $5,000. Yeah, I mean, there's some for $5,000, but do what I do. Buy it. Hey, you might buy it, and it might work. It might just work. I mean, you never know. If it doesn't, get it repaired. I'm
old school. I got Mr. Coffee. I like good old fashioned, just plain old.
Well,
coffee.
The problem is, I like coffee too, but when you're by yourself, it makes one cup and it's perfect. Sometimes you make a 10 cup, nobody takes it, and a lot of people say, "Well, it's more expensive than." Well, it can be, but if you keep making yourself a 10 cup and then you notice half of it's wasted, I have famously huge turds.
Somebody sent me a gift. I got a gift.
Grind your own beans and experiment. Oh, AGM. Dude, you never been to my house. AGM. I used to have a channel called, actually, I still have it. I don't do anything on it. Morning Coffee Diet, where I experiment with different coffee. I grind different beans. I do a lot of experiments with coffee. I even, on the show one time, Bob knows, I even did a show where I experimented with cat poop coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, cat poop coffee, where it's coffee that comes out of I forgot what animal is asshole, and it's like one of the most expensive coffees out there. I even experimented with that coffee.
It's a marsupial. Isn't that the best?
Bob, AGM's eating.
Huh?
He's eating.
Well, my bad. I did not know this. Yes. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. I came all the way from the States to England. It took a while to get here. but I got it. I'm gonna wear this with pride. I'm gonna wear this any special events. I want people to see that shirt with special
now, guys,
events.
Let's talk about a little bit here about this special X-File episode. And hold on, let me show a clip. I have a clip from it. Let me find the clip. And I'll show you guys a clip from it. Let me see here. Share a screen.
Yeah.
Let me go here. I have a clip on my Horror Talk channel. Let me scroll down. Oh, right here. Hold on. So, guys, this is a clip that's from the X-File movie. And then we'll dig into this. Okay. So this is a clip of the X-Files season 11, episode 7. Episode 7. Or is it 4? 4. I don't know. It's one of the episodes.
It's 4. Ironically, it would be episode 4. And for those of you that know the number 4, it's pretty fucking dominant at the moment. So it's kind of cool that we were doing it right now. I don't know. Just me, though. Just me. Don't quote me on things. I'm always wrong. Listen to the other guys. They're smarter than me. They always tell you the truth.
Yeah. Here we go. This is
the
clip.
Bring your checkbook.
This is a clip from this one.
The ability to manipulate memory creates unlimited power. Political, economical, cultural, runs the gamut from Holocaust denial to corporate product recognition. There are companies who are willing to pay anything, do anything, to have people forget that their products explode on impact or suddenly catch fire. Companies like G spending billions in profit to
there it was. You see it?
The only thing I haven't been able to do is...
Did you see that, Eric?
Oh, hold on, let me pause it.
You didn't catch that, did you? Nobody does. I'm not the only one that catches these things.
Hold on, was it words or a scene?
Well, let's just find out. Anybody in the audience catch that?
Here, let me go back. Let me go back for a second. So we went up to 29 seconds. Let me go back to 10 seconds. Let's see. Let me stare. Hold on. Let me stare.
There are companies who are willing to pay anything, do anything, to have people forget that their products explode on impact or suddenly catch fire. Companies like G spending billions in profit to repress these.
Okay.
The only thing
Anybody?
I'm able to do is to figure out how they're doing it.
I mean, I heard that sound.
Anybody in the sidebar catch that? Come on. And what was this timestamp? Well, it won't be on this one. There's a particular timestamp. If you got to watch the movie from beginning to end, and then you got to do the numbers, everybody. And there's particular timestamps. Now they've made this movie especially for fucking psycho truthers that go through and dissect 1,000% for anything and everything. This is a joke version. It's the whole thing's a joke, but you didn't catch it, did you?
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go back one more time. Hold on. Let me go back from the beginning. Let's see if we can catch what Bob's saying. Let's see.
The ability to manipulate memory creates unlimited power. Political, economical, cultural, runs the gamut from Holocaust denial to corporate product recognition. There are companies who are willing to pay anything, do anything, to have people forget that their products explode on impact or suddenly catch.
Well, they said product to explode on impact.
You didn't catch it.
Is it still up? Is it back more or is it forward?
Nobody does. Keep playing.
Companies like G spending billions.
You didn't get that either?
Well, I heard the noise and it said Gene's spending millions.
Yeah, see that's weird because it kind of tells you who can and who can't get things. No offense, I'm not putting you down, Eric. I'm not putting you down. Nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody gets it.
They pay. Ocean Girl wrote, they pay companies.
It's not that. It's not that. Do it again. Let's do it again. Let's teach people. I'm gonna teach people. Let's do this. I want you guys to learn. My job is to teach you guys how to find things. Eric, back it up one more time, just a little bit.
To manipulate memory creates unlimited power. Political, economical, cultural, runs the gamut from Holocaust denial to corporate product recognition. There are companies who are willing to pay anything, do anything, to have people forget that their products explode on impact or suddenly catch fire.
I know what you're saying. This guy is actually Paul from Black Sheep Researcher. That's Paul.
Hit play.
Okay.
Companies like G spending billions.
Right there.
I hear that noise.
Nobody. Anybody in the cyber, come on, man. It's glitched.
That noise. As I said, you heard that noise glitch.
They do it. Well, it's literally glitched. It glitch.
Like
glitch.
That noise. I was telling you. I was saying.
Yeah.
There's a noise. Watch here. I can hear.
Billions in profit to repress these memories. The only thing I haven't been able to do is to figure out how they're doing it.
They can't. I'm sorry. But
So we're past that point now, but
the Mandela Effect is
It's the
simply,
Mandela Effect. Guys, it's the Mandela Effect. Just say it.
is simply people misremembering stuff.
But maybe this is actually evidence of a parallel universe.
Wait,
what?
what?
So maybe these differences in collective memories are actually evidence of.
Before we go further, funny about that conversation right there is, what did you say? Hold on. I can't hear it on my pad. Yeah, it's that little, like Bob, I know what Bob's saying because there's that noise. I was saying there's that noise. It's hard to explain that noise. But what's funny about this?
Queen of Swords
the guy who's there is talking about Mandela Effect in another parallel universe. In another parallel universe, or not. I mean, the other guy who's talking was calling it not Mandela. In his timeline, it's called Mingo, something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's funny how they look at Mulder funny, right? Talking about being a parallel universe, but it's not funny to the guy thinking that things are changing. So if how can you think of things changing, but you can't accept a parallel universe answer? But here, I'll continue. I always thought that was weird. Like they're looking at him like crazy, like, but you're already talking about things changing, memory being manipulated. So,
well, bring up the Queen of Swords. I want everyone to read hers.
Queen of Swords. Okay, her.
Maybe hers.
The picture glitches. You can see it.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. The sound. I mean, here, like the sound is at 22 seconds. Watch. It's at 22 seconds. Here, I'll go back 19 seconds. You'll hear the sound.
Companies like G spending
There it is.
The sound.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. So what it's doing is from beginning to end, the whole video will glitch at specific points where you come up with a numerical value and you simply write down all the glitch points in the show, and then it comes up with its own numerical value. It's a little bit of a code within the movie. And also that little thump you hear probably has, if you have the proper equipment, probably has like it's kind of like a fast forward word that's so fast you can't catch it without proper equipment. So they're literally taking this movie and it's a product of just fucking with you.
Yeah.
The whole damn thing is a joke.
If you do watch it, when you watch his face, it does go.
Yeah.
Now, Ocean Girl, that was the episode that made me look up the Mandela Effects. And that's the good thing about it. I mean, when you hear, even though if you watch this clip, the clip looks almost like a normal X-File, but everything behind this clip is so goofy that makes you not want to take it serious. But here, we'll finish this. And I do have another clip from this episode. Here we go.
Identical and very similar, so people's memories are correct. They're just remembering something that happened.
I believe that's possible.
That's the discrepancies. That's science.
Theoretical science at best, Mulder.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this parallel universe sci-fi gobbledygook.
And then that guy's saying that, but he's appearing in this garage every day about manipulating, which is not a bad theory, because if companies can manipulate your memory of like a Jeff peanut butter where you think it's spelled differently, and I bet you a lot of people who claims that the Jeffy peanut butter has changed have probably went to the store and bought Jeffrey peanut butter just because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is an interesting theory. They had a good theory all here, but what's a little bit of a slapstick. Like what? Like what? Like what do you mean what? Parallels could sound good. You're manipulating for the companies. That could sound good. And that'd be a hell of a weapon for the military to have where they could go fight a country and fuck with them using their memories.
Well, they do that now. That's what they do. They implant certain things in your head. They've placed that thump sound, which is actually a word that's put into your head. So there's a word that's already settled into your subconscious.
Sword says his hand kind of jumps forward. Okay,
correct.
Let's concentrate on the last minute. Let's see if any more of that noise and see if Enidine kind of jumps forward.
She's learning. She's a fast learner.
Here we go.
Swords.
So just please drop it because that crap gives me a headache.
It's a lot better than some evil entity zapping people's brains with a hypno ray gun.
I never mentioned a hypno.
That's true.
Guys, it's faulty memory because Occam's razor.
That's Ozzy's razor, not Occam's. It's always been Ozzy's razor.
Maybe in a parallel universe it is, but it's still yet another universe is perhaps known as Occam's axe.
It's not parallel universes.
And that's where they dropped the ball. Like with that scene when they kept doing like that, where, well, fucking, why not parallel universe? If something is happening, there's a cause. Now you can say it's the government. True.
Well, what that one was is anytime that anybody brings up the word parallel universe or alternative timeline, or however you want to say it, the response that you get for the majority of people is laughter, anger. There's some sort of I've noticed a uncontrollable response of like shut the fuck up.
Well,
shit.
Let's do this. I'm gonna go back from the beginning. I'm gonna play at an 0.5 speed to hear that click sound again.
Give it a shot
and try to
put it up how loud as you can get it.
It is actually loud on that video. As loud as I can get it, but I did it at 0.5. Let's see. I know it's going to be slower, guys, but maybe we can catch that sound at a better point of view.
The ability to manipulate memory creates unlimited power. Political, economical, cultural, runs the gamut from Holocaust denial to corporate product recognition.
We're getting closer.
There are companies who are willing to pay anything, do anything to have people forget that their products explode on.
Okay, it's coming right up.
Or suddenly catch fire. Companies like spending billions.
Yeah, you can hear it. I'll just go back 2 seconds. Guys, listen to it very closely. That noise right there.
Yeah.
Just for the fun of it, I went back 1 second. Let's do the speed at 0.25, the slowest. Let's just see.
Companies like spending.
Yeah. Sounds like your big fart turds.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also what it does is it trains your mind. Like, I know it's hard to explain to people. So I want to con you, like, okay, so I get pulled over by a police officer. I've got no tabs. I've got no insurance. I've got nothing. I want to get out of it. So when he comes up, when the cop comes up, and when the cop says, "May I see your license and registration?" This is what I do. I go, "Do you know the directions to, I'm so sorry, thank you for pulling me over. I've been lost for a long time. How you doing today?" And I start asking him for directions to this certain place. So after doing the slap, the heavy clap, he snaps. Like, what the fuck did you just do? And then he could see that I'm smiling, I'm laughing, like it was so quick that he didn't catch it. So he starts to talk about the directions. He goes back to, "Can I have your license and registration?" And all I do is, "Oh, let me grab it." And I go, "But you sure if it's," and then what it does is it puts his mind back to the directions thing again. And he starts talking about, well, I think if you do, it reboots your mind back to what we probably talked about with the sound. It's a trick that people do. Yeah, I've seen people online do it while they're doing a live show, and their cell phone will go off, and they turn it off, and they'll be talking about a subject, and then if they hit that sound again, your mind will go back to the subject that what that sound was with. I know it sounds weird. It puts your mind back. It reboots your brain back to the original conversation, and kind of deletes everything else by having that sharp, piercing brain shot, that brain sound. Oh, here we go.
The agenda that's being pushed in multiple timelines. It's everywhere, and it has been for a while. Does that not make you suspicious? P.S. There is only one timeline.
Yeah, that's what this person thinks. It's one timeline.
Clap on.
And everything changes around it on the same linear line.
Yes, they use that technique in mind control.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to do. It's actually pretty fun. I got out of a lot of tickets that way, but it's kind of easy if you know how to do it. Yeah. But they're doing the same method, so I can catch it. I caught the method. I can see that what they're doing with certain things, and they're doing the glitch. You won't see the glitch. The majority, 99.9% of the people don't see the glitch. That's why we watched it over and over again, and nobody got it. I'm like, watch it again. Look closer, and finally, Queen of Swords got it. He's like, boom, there it is.
Well, you're right. I mean, I was hearing it. I was hearing it, but I wasn't stopping it saying, is that just the show?
They're blatantly fucking with people on this one, using those methods all the way through as a joke. The whole show has those glitches all the way through.
Now,
go ahead.
I pulled up another clip from that same episode. Let me get it here. Okay, so this is a scene between Mulder and Scully. He's asking her about what she remembers on this kind of a Goopo ABC cherry thing.
Yeah, this is representing residue hunters.
Yes,
the guy went residue hunting at a antique store. He went through looking for residue. I myself am a victim of this. I was an antiquer, so when I woke up at 16, I immediately went to the antique shops to look for residue. This is what people do.
Okay, let me go here and I'll press play.
Let me get this straight. When it cools, it forms into 3 different layers with 3 different textures, all from the same mix. How has this never been an X-File?
I have such wonderful memories associated with it. I remember my mom making it. I remember family vacations over the summer holidays and 4th of July, fireworks, America, God, love.
That's some Jell-O.
I mean, just the cherry flavor, the lemon lime tastes like leprechaun taint. But I have literally been looking for this for a decade.
I'm going to continue it for a second, but Bob, you see behind his head, there's that Department of Justice. And we're gonna further this video, but does that picture there mean anything to you?
That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm curious because I've never.
Good question. Yes, correct. I was looking at the things too.
I've never seen that symbol like that, so I'm curious. And it says, "If you, I'm guys, I know it looks funny that look like I'm sticking my head into the computer, but I'm trying to look closer because it's Department of Justice, Federal." Okay, just the normal words. In course, it looks like a gold crown.
And there's 13. I think there's 13 stars.
You see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 on top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 stars. Yeah.
Well, it's for 13 colonies. It used to be 52 states, 13 colonies. Now it's 50 states, 13 colonies. But yeah, that's 13 colonies, 13 stars. So they made sure they had that in the background. Everything in this movie is for you to see and to read. For people that are sleuthers, deliberately to get you guys into
I had antique shop for years. I love old stuff.
Okay, there you
go. 13 bloodlines.
13 bloodlines, correct.
Yeah, I was just curious because the way he's like bending to the side, it's like telling people to look at the federal picture, and I was just curious if anybody in the crowd say that's different looking or there's a different meaning for that. So
well, coming up, we're going to have that air tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow we're going to have that eclipse. Yeah, it's going to be the golden ring of fire, which we both know is Johnny Cash. But the golden ring of fire.
Paul says, yeah, it matches the AJ just like the EU stars.
Okay, very good, dude. Yeah.
And guys, if you didn't hear on Monday, Paul is coming on our show this Friday to talk about the descendants of the lost tribe being in Britain. Is there is Britain the lost tribe? Are they part of the lost tribe? All we know that Paul could be from the 13th tribe.
One of them, yeah, absolutely.
One of them.
Also, look at the gold rim. Look at the gold rim around there, and that is a compass. That is compass. See, north and south. If you have a compass, if you've ever seen a compass before, that is a compass. Gold rim is a compass. You see the little nodules, Eric, sticking out in certain directions? Those are compass headings. That shows maritime law. That represents maritime law.
Okay.
Again, people, I'm just reading their codes putting out there. It's as silly as they look to me, as silly as they look to you. It's the same shit. Yeah. That is a maritime law. That is a compass ring around the outside of that. It's a compass ring. Why would they put a compass ring? It's specifically a compass ring.
Yeah.
The little dots. There's south, there's north, each direction for the compass. So
let's continue this video. Let's see what else.
But every time I look for Gupo ABC, everyone says, no, you must be thinking about Jello 1, 2, 3.
It's the Mandela Effect.
What do you mean?
When someone has a memory of something that's not shared by the majority or the factual record. For instance, there are some people that have a memory of seeing a movie called Shazam starring Sinbad as an irrepressible genie. Even after it's pointed out to them, they're probably thinking a movie called Kazam starring Shaquille O'Neal as an irrepressible genie, especially because a movie called Shazam was never made.
But what if I don't remember either movie?
You win!
But Mulder, isn't your false Twilight Zone memory also a Mandela effect?
No, because my false memory is real.
I love that. I love that. Now that's Mulder. Like, well, what about you? No, because mine's real. And and that is a problem with a lot of people, especially on Reddit, where everybody thinks they're right and you're wrong.
And everybody else is wrong.
And if it doesn't come from you, then it's not real.
Yeah, I had to shut up. I can't get along with the people in the community because I have a different memory than they do. So I'm like, I can hear you, but you're missing out with so many different things. It's like one thing changes and go, but that one thing is a huge amount of things.
Look at the sign. I want to believe W plus B are missing.
Really? I can't see. It's blurry. Good call, but I can't see. It's blurry.
Oh, here. Let me see if I there was a better. Oh, hold on.
Now, guys, this is all entertainment only. This isn't improving anything.
We're at 115. We're at 115. But when he was standing, you saw a better look at it.
This movie specifically designed for us to play with.
Okay. I want to believe. Oh, because you got a line. You got that like that piece of furniture
blocking that one.
I want to leave.
Huh. Everything's here is designed for that. So
I want to. Yeah, they could be covering up the B for a certain reason.
Yeah. Well, okay, hold on. What's the two letters covered? Let's do it. What's the two letters covered?
Impossible. Well, okay. It's this. I want. The word is I want to believe. So I see the line in the middle of the W and A, but down to the bottom, it looks like it should be covering the E. The word believe.
No, the B. You see the B though? I don't. What letters are actually covered?
Let me go back further because I remember he was right there. That's a good one. That's a good.
Cherry flavor.
Hold on.
I mean, just cherry play with it.
We're all having a good time with this, guys. We don't even know if it's a code.
Right there.
I've been looking for this.
Okay, that's a clearer picture. The line's going down the middle of the W, and it's going right down the middle of the W, and it's covering the B.
That's W's 23, which is 5. What's the other one? 5 and
the letter B.
5 and 2. So that's 7. I don't know. We're just playing. So 7.
Well, what's the number for W in the alphabet? What number is that at?
Oh, that's 23.
23.
Yeah, it's 23.
25, 22. Or is it, if you divide 23 by 2, that's, I don't know.
Well, 23 is 666.
But again,
23 is 666, but it's 5. I'm adding them together. It's 5 and then 5 and 2.
And then you're right. It's different when he stands up. Yeah, it is a little different. He stands up because then the line goes between the W and the A, and then it covers up the whole E.
Yeah. Again, guys, we're just having fun of reaching the stars.
In my brother's shop, not 50 feet away from me, the poster hangs, and the BE is perfectly visible. Okay. Sometimes they put in clues on purpose on these shows, and that's what
they're doing it. This one is doing it on purpose. They're trying to slip in codes so people like us can go. And again, why not? It's fun. Now we're taking it as we've debunked, right? So we're taking it as scientists playing around with what possibly it's a puzzle game. This is just a crossword puzzles. This is like Rubik's Cube game. They've set up a game to play with. You guys caught the glitches. If you watch the series, look at the numerical value for each glitch. I've caught all that already. But now we're going for some other fun stuff.
I like we say, if we don't watch, we won't see their games. Perfectly said.
Yeah, and take it as with a grain of salt, the whole thing.
Here we go. We'll continue now.
Yeah.
Go back to.
But again, how is this mystery guy whose fingerprints came up with nothing? How does he even know about these secret memories of ours?
You can ask him yourself tonight. I already taped it next to the window this morning.
But that's your secret rendezvous signal. I don't want to intrude.
He clearly wants you involved, Scully. Come on, it'll be like a date.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of clips, and of course, I can't play the episode or the whole show be taken down.
Yeah,
And I was looking at the writers. I'm trying to find clues there. Chris Carter was involved. Written by a guy, Darin Morgan. I looked up him. He's just a writer for TV shows. Never did anything special. It was, but I mean, where is it? But this was, where is it? Hold on.
Lost art of forehead sweat.
Hold on. But this was the weirdest part, right? The episode itself, is horrible. It's horrible.
Oh, I know. It's designed that way.
It's horrible, but
it's only a game.
But look at this. I'm looking at the IMDb ratings for that season 11. 6.5, 7.3, 7.9. That one got an 8.2. Hold on. Out of all of it for that season, that episode has got the highest rating with the most. Let me see. I'm looking at the votes. With the most votes the whole season. And that one's got the highest rating for that season. That episode right there, 8.2.
Yeah. It's because it was silly and then people were in on it and playing the game. Those people that know how to do the game part, they were playing the game. Other people just thought it was cool because they mentioned Mandela Effect. And then it had all these weird little options and, turns and twists. And it turns out that guy was actually, I'll give it away. I don't give a shit. We're talking about the show. That guy was Mulder's partner.
Yes.
Yeah, it was his partner, but he was wiped clean.
They were all three of them were partners.
Yeah, they were all three partners, best friends. and then all of a sudden he was wiped clean from their reality. So within reality, he was never their partner.
What is this?
And he's trying to let them know, look, I was your partner. Guys don't remember me as your partner. I remember you guys as your partner.
Flock TV wrote W.B. Yeats has ties to the cult and X-Files. And in that poster, that line was right over the W hiding the B.
Ah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The B is 13. A B is a symbolic for a B, which is also symbolic for 13. A B also is symbolic for the B is it's a type of flower, the fleur-de-lis. The B represents the fleur-de-lis. I know it sounds weird, guys. Just go along with it.
Now, Queen of Swords wrote, that's why I can't watch movies now. I'm watching Signs and Loose and lose the story. well, see, this Queen of Swords. This is where you got to kind of like train your brain. And what I mean is when I go watch something brand new, I make sure to tell myself just to watch it. Don't. Who cares about codes and stuff? Just watch it the first time. Get that part out of the way. Once you watch it, then the second time, then you can watch for clues and stuff because you already seen it. You already seen the movie, and you already know what's going to happen. But now you can actually mind off and try to find other things to it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I try to write it down. However, if I watch it with a group of people like from England, if I watch it with other English people that actually have kind of the same sight problem, the show stops. It's like they stop it. Boom.
I'm in the middle.
It's like write this down. Like, oh, fuck. I want to see the whole thing through.
Let me ask you something, AGM. I know what show you're talking about. The Sweet Tooth. That's where they're half animals or half something.
Oh,
but I haven't started watching that AGM. When I see it, I keep thinking it's for kids. So AGM, is in your opinion, is it more designed for kids? Or is it an adult show? Because I know what he's talking about. It's brand new.
I was thinking about myself.
It's brand new.
Yeah.
Bob, Friday night was so weird.
Hybrids.
Friday night was so weird. Like watching like The Conjuring 3 because the whole night was weird. I know this might sound dumb to some people, but I always order my popcorn beforehand on the phone so I can just pick it up. But this time my wife goes, no, let's not order it on the phone. Let's get it where we get the popcorn even more fresher. Okay. So that night on this Friday, we went and got the popcorn, not ordering on my phone. And when we got the popcorn, we went to sit down. You know, sometimes they get the popcorn and it seems like they get it from the bottom.
Yeah.
Then half of it is like C. It's like, fuck. I should have ordered on the phone. Why did I? Because I switched, half of it, and I don't want to get up and go because I want to see what's going to happen in the movie, right?
Yeah.
We got a shitty popcorn. Okay. Something went wrong. Are we still on the air?
Yeah, you're on the air. I see you. Whoa. Like right now? Something's happening right now.
Okay. Well, on my iPad, I have it as the second screen.
Yeah.
It says an error. So, we're still on. Okay, so I wanted to say, then we're sitting down. The movie started. Two couples come up and go, "Oh, you're in our seats," and we're like, "I turned off my phone." In the middle, it's like, what? I'm in the wrong seats. So we get up, we go towards almost not out of the theater to turn on the phone, see what my seats are. And the movie started. The possession's starting. And I have to turn it on, find internet connection. And once I found, I go, we are in the right seats.
What?
And then they actually come to us, go, oh guys, we're sorry. Our tickets for Sunday.
Oh no. What the fuck are they doing in the theater to begin with?
So I know. I don't get that. So, and the sad thing is when you finally get to sit down, you already lost momentum because the movie started, and you're thinking to yourself like, I'm I'm not that stupid. I know, but I turned off the phone. So, and I'm thinking to myself, well, when they get scanned in, don't they know it's for another day? But I mean, I don't know. But then it goes over. So shitty popcorn, shitty start for the movie for us. We go on Pack Highway. We go to McDonald's or that burrito place right next to McDonald's. And there's a tweet guy on drugs going to every single car asking for money. He comes to my car and goes, no money. So he goes to McDonald's. He must have got money because he comes back to my car 3 times like, look, motherfucker, I got money. I'm like, what the fuck is with this night? Now I got a fucking nut drug head going back to my window 3 times trying to say, these other people gave me money. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is the universe not liking me tonight?
I get those.
Bad popcorn. Thinking I got the wrong seats. You know, it's just like your whole fucking timeline mojo just like drained.
I'll get those. I'll get what I consider. I mean, I don't care what fucking people think. I ain't fucking from here, and this place has got a lot of like possessions for people. I believe it's in a comic book sense. Now, I understand people in a comic book sense is how I put it. I feel like people are possessed or being used like pawns on a chessboard. And whatever it is, the powers it's evil that's be will take somebody that actually probably has no faith is what it is. And they're empty NPC. And they'll use them. They'll fuck with you. They will. I come up to people that are just like, for no reason, will just be mean. Or it's a beautiful day and you know somebody and nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong. And all of a sudden there'll be something wrong.
Bad popcorn is unforgivable.
Why are you upset?
Bad popcorn is unforgivable. And Lockbeard, no offense to myself, when you get older, right? We get older. You don't want to crunch down on a fucking wrong kernel because you crack your teeth. Because I done that with a Cracker Jack box, and I had to get a whole new crown because of it. So I don't even eat Cracker Jack box no more. Last thing you want, and you know every time you did, and it's like. And it's like, and the thing is, when you watch a movie you want to watch, you don't want to get up and start missing it just to get better popcorn. Now, might have to look into W.B. Yeats. Okay, so I pulled up W.B. Yeats. William Butler Yeats was an Irish poet, prose writer, and one of the foremost figures of the 20th century literature, a pillar of the Irish literary establishment. He helped to found the Abbey Theatre, and in his later years served 2 terms as a senator of the Irish Free State.
Wow. Poet. Famous poet. Yeah.
Oh, who was on the news? Was it some president of some country gets slapped by a person?
What happened?
On the news. There's some president of a country, I don't know, it's France or something, where he's going to greet the crowd, and somebody in the crowd slapped him.
Nice.
Who was that, guys? Who was that?
I don't know. You gotta type it in.
Of what country got slapped in the face?
Nice. I just found out that the vice president, I forget her name, I don't fucking know, Kamala Harris, there was a reporter asking her questions at her last meeting. And it turns out that this reporter was not a reporter that just got into the crowd. Just walked up and acted like a reporter.
Here it is, Bob. French President Emmanuel Macron slapped by a member of public.
Of course. He married like an old lady. He married like a school teacher or something like that. His wife is like 80 or something like that. It's fucking hilarious. The dude's got like an old, like when they say he's come see the old lady, he literally means come see the old lady. Bring soft food. She can't chew very well. It's my wife over there.
And well, you know, if somebody in this country slapped our president, he'll probably be shot right there.
Really.
You know, that guy won't be able to breathe. I tell you that.
Eric, the vice president, Kamala Harris, it was on the, she just had somebody as a reporter have her ask her a question, was talking to her, and it's like it turned out this lady was not a reporter. She was just a walk-in. Like she was in the crowd, like with all the other famous reporters going, who the fuck is this person? Just like a reporter asking questions. I was like, how did this person just walk in? I just see the weirdest, wackiest shit with all these presidents, all these fucking people. It's like they're not real, man. It's like it's a joke. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. It's nothing is real. Nothing. How can this person do, Eric? How can a person just slap the president or the chancellor, or whatever, of France? I'm waiting for shoes to go flying up. It's just a joke, man. Everything's a joke. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's.
Wish you had a picture of that. I want to see a picture of that.
Oh, the slap.
Yeah, I want to see the slap. Someone's got to have it, man. Once you find it online, and then go over to video and then click video and see if someone's got it on video.
Well, I mean, there is a video, but the problem is those videos are owned by a news company.
Yeah, it's got to be no news.
And a news company is the one that strikes you.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me see.
If it's like a regular person.
Cool. French president
slapped.
Getting slapped.
Then put this date. Put this date in here if you have to, because there might be a lot of those.
Well, let's see. Oh, not that one.
I've got to make sure I'm taking my COVID medicine. So those of you that he smokes a lot. Well, I don't want to get COVID, so I smoke.
So you see his hand right there. But let's see here.
Slap that fucker.
Oh, I mean, here's if you look here, you can see his hand on his face.
Slap that fucker.
Let me see if I type in GIF image, because sometimes they could be. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. You see it?
Boom.
Oh, let's go back.
Oh. Boo, boo, boo. Dude fucking nails it. Fuck yes. Yep. Oh, that guy's going to jail for a long time. Send him to the Bastille. Off with his head at the guillotine. Look at that, boy. Slap that old. Ooh, I bet his old woman just probably shit herself. She's like, no, my young husband. She just shits herself. Oh, they have the whole. I'm gonna have to change her diaper, and she's like old. Oh, that's his wife. Ooh. That was his mother.
And what did not say? Bill Gates got a pie to the face, laugh out loud, back in 1999 in his movie-based realms. It's on YouTube.
Yes. I love it, man. I love it when they get the shoes get tossed at them fucking liars. That's just liars, man. And they're just agendas, fake, false fucker.
I'm continuing on Reddit, getting banned. You are permanently banned from urban myths. They didn't like my opinion about urban legends and atheists, right? I'm talking about Scientology here, right? You are permanently banned from atheism. And I'm like, what is with all these individuals? And now remember, Reddit is depending on individuals who create that links.
Yeah.
What is with all these links not wanting people giving their opinion, and they just ban you. Well,
because Reddit, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You look, take it with a grain of salt.
You've been permanently banned from news.
Reddit was taken over.
Permanently banned from.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn. News bloopers. It's like they don't want. That's why I had to create my own, because every time I give my opinion, ban.
Well, it had been hijacked by Secret Service. Oh, it's been hijacked by the Everest a long time ago. Those are just agents in there just doing fake links. Number one biggest fake link out there that is being run. Let me stress this: being run and paid for by the United States taxpayer government. Is the Mandela Effect sites. They're being 100% run by them fucking guys.
Matt Prawn used to work for the Right. Oh.
Oh, there you go. Oh God, that makes sense. Yeah, there's the enemy. But anyway, yeah, a lot of them side, Eric. It's all done. The intelligence departments have taken over the web. They own the web. They own everything. They're watching us. Believe me, they own everything. They own Reddit. Reddit is the number one tool for them. They could bring anybody in. And then they've already infiltrated the fucking flat Earth community, and I'm laughing because I know who they are. I know. I have to fucking laugh. I said, I know this fucker. This dude, he's ex-military. He's pretending to be somebody on the flat Earth fucking, and he's even within the community of setting up he helps set up all the get-togethers, and I'm like, you talk about perfect, because they got everybody's name, social security number. They've got their credit card information from my tickets. I'm like, they have taken control of everything. There's nobody out there without their information, especially flat earthers. They're like the worst ones. I'm like, guys, you remind me of rats that just walk into the rat trap.
You don't know what's real anymore. Because I remember, I think I told you this a long time ago.
Yeah.
We had to make a medical delivery to the Navy base on Whidbey Island.
Yeah.
And I was on base delivering, and right there walking there was that Mark Sargent guy. And I'm like,
I don't want to say anything.
I go, what is Mark Sargent? I'm not saying he's a leader of Flat Earth, but he's a voice for Flat Earth, right? He's right there walking on a military base. So I'm sitting to myself like, what's real?
He's on the Navy base. I'm like, there is an intelligence. I almost got the job there before I went to New York for another position. And there's an intelligence department I qualified to work at. And it's on that. And the dude lives right up the road from it. He's like on the base. I'm like, what's up, dude? How's the flat Earth going? And these cocksuckers are making so much money. I'm like, oh, have a fun time, man. Have a fun time with flat Earth, buddy. Good one. I want to go. I'm too fucking stupid for Bigfoot. I can't run Bigfoot. I'm trying to run some paranormal channels myself, man. Hang in there, buddy.
Guys, and I'm not making fun of I'm just saying that I see this community, and they all talk about governments, even all that, and there's a guy who's a spokesperson walking on a military base. I'm like, okay, all right.
They're so stupid. They don't fucking know. You guys, honestly, come on, man. I mean, what's up with the military haircuts? Like the gals with the shorter hair that goes to here. I'm like, that's a military haircut. You don't see the military haircut on these fucking people. You don't see the military haircut on these two motherfuckers. There's nobody been in the service. I don't know. You get a few people that have been in the service that can see the military haircuts, military demeanor, military what do you call anyway, that's all. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the government. It's a joke to me. It's fun. It's a comic book. I can't stop laughing.
If you're going to strike a world leader, punch him like a man. You know what? I was actually thinking that. I really was, because I'm like, how you hit him, you're going to get busted the same anyway.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, why don't you go all the way and instead of a slap, a punch?
Well, I agree with Lockbeard. I agree with him. However, I think he slapped him like a bitch. It's the symbol, yeah. And he got bitch slapped.
That makes sense.
Remember, he was bitch slapped. It was on purpose.
Okay.
He could have punched him. I know he could have. I would have. Typically, you would have done it, Lockbeard. I would have done, but he was purposely bitch slapped.
Well, it's a good philosophy too. I believe if it's close fist, he of got molar, but an open hand is like a duel.
Yeah, he was bitch slapped. So he got away with because you could technically even say he's reaching out to touch his face. Just to.
What does he say? What does he say? So what went wrong, Bob, with the military haircut on your chin, bro?
Oh no, I've got an authorization. I got a chit. I can grow my beard out. Yeah, it's Navy. Yeah. In fact, the Marines can't do it.
Mid slap for embarrassment.
Yeah.
Halto, and then so this guy was straight up gangsta.
He gave him a bitch slap. It was a bitch slap. I'm assuming.
Well, you know what? You know, he's right about the gangsters because mobsters, they used to embarrass. They don't want to kill the worker.
They want
to embarrass the worker instead of punching him because they know they slap you. You're not allowed to hit back because if you do, you're dead.
Yes.
So slapping was for an embarrassment purpose than to punch. It's more embarrassing to be slapped than to be punched by a guy.
Slapped. Or they backhand slap. Or they face slap, which is just even more embarrassing. It's a bitch slap. You know, a man does it to another man. It's like slap him like a woman, like a child. It's just because it's demeaning to him. As in being punched like a man. No, it's bitch slap.
Now, there's another show called Criminal Minds. Now, guys, I'm not going to show any clips from Criminal Minds because this organization actually will pull down the live show. This group. Now, first of all, if you guys watch, the question is Criminal Minds in this episode, are they making fun of Mandela Effect, saying you're a serial killer, you're mental, so you're a killer, and so they're making fun of saying basically if you believe in the Mandela Effect, you're a killer. Now, first of all, if you watch any episodes of any Criminal Minds, the whole Criminal Minds sucks. It's the most easiest fake shit you could watch anywhere. I mean, I'm talking about every episode. So saying that episode was made purposely to make fun of, it's hard to say because every episode's like that and they're just crap. Because I was watching different episodes just to get a flavor. The whole Criminal Minds, I honestly don't know how anybody could watch it.
Same way. I'm the same exact. However, for some reason, and it is very, very popular. I know some people in England that watch it religiously. They're like,
there's people who love it. I mean, there is.
Love it.
And it's got to be brainwashed people. It really does because the quality doesn't even look great on it. I mean, it's just, and every character, they're all cookie cutters.
Yeah, it's made to be. It's a brain fart show for vegetation purposes only. It's for the music is bland. It's got dialogue after dialogue after dialogue just to get you involved. It's a 100% in your head shit. Like it is dialogue like a motherfucker. I mean. It is what it is, and people love it, especially people who don't work for a living. They're at home or retired. A lot of older retired people will sit there and vegetate to that. It's a one step up from a soap opera.
Yes.
It's a soap opera.
Because you guys ever go to a real police force? Even the FBI, or not the FBI, even the undercover cops don't look like them. Perfect suits and, perfectly good teeth, perfectly great hair. I mean,
yeah.
Paul's gotta go, so I'll be seeing you guys on Friday. Hey, nice for you to stop by, and Paul, we're looking forward to Friday.
Yes,
that's gonna be an awesome show about tribes.
Yeah, it's a soap opera.
And we want to find out, Paul, what tribe you're from.
Yes, what tribe are you from?
Yeah, you're hiding something, and we need to find out live on air who is Paul, or is Paul a lost tribe from outer space?
Yes. It's good to get an MI6 on the show. Shh.
What is
Did
this?
I even say that?
Give a slapper a sword and a slap on an AR-15.
Article 15.
Take care, Paul. He doesn't show his teeth. I would want to defeat that guy proper in front of everyone.
Of course you would. Article 15. I love that. Yeah, of course you would. I mean, he got a lighthearted bitch slap. He'll go to jail. Now he'll go to jail. Believe that. He'll be in jail for that. So The other one was throwing your shoes. Famously in Europe, they throw their shoes. I think it's around the Latin countries. They throw their shoes. But yeah, this one's another one about his son dies, and he is there any pictures? You could bring up pictures on the web, though.
It's very hard. I mean, to find anything because it's such a there's like over like 15 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, that episode was called Rusty. I don't know none of these fucking writers, but let me see. So the episode's called Rusty. So let me type in criminal
Minds.
Criminal
episode,
Minds.
whatever, and Rusty.
Episode Rusty images. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, there is some images.
Okay. Bob's don't MK Ultra verbal judo.
Well, that's a guy like dressed up in a or keep saying the Vision.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes all the way back to there's a movie back in 1930 something, I believe it was, about a guy who saw Harvey in the bunny suit. He talked to Harvey. It goes back to an old movie, Eric, by the way. And then it was borrowed by Donnie Darko, which has got a lot of really interesting things to see.
Yeah, it was mentioned about how close it is to Donnie Darko.
Darko, yeah.
Darko.
Because Donnie Darko sees a rabbit that gives him a date for the end of the world. And so Donnie, which was a schizophrenic, without taking his medication, he stopped taking his medication, would see this apocalyptic bunny follow him around. It's a whole weird loop. It's interesting to watch if you guys are into Donnie Darko. I loved it. But I loved it way back when it first came out, way back. And
yeah,
it had a lot of spin to it.
Yeah, before any Mandela were mixed with it.
Yeah, interesting movie.
Yeah, and there used to be clips where in Criminal Minds they're all together in a room and they're all discussing the Mandela Effect about Curious George missing the tail and that kind of it's
the same. They keep. Here's the ironic part. They bring up the same thing. It's the Curious George without a tail. And it's got a lot of meaning behind that because if you look at it, for those people that remember him having a tail, I think, Eric, you said you did not remember him having a tail. Did you remember him?
I never had a Curious George monkey. I never had a book. I don't even know if he had a tail or not. What I was saying is, how many people do you really know actually ever had a Curious George animal? Probably very little to none.
Yeah, we had the kids book for the kids. That's why one of the Curious Georges is one of the most common kids book. Curious George does not have a tail now, and so it follows up with all the people had talked about the discrepancies with the biological changes in people they've noticed. The heart has moved. Certain part your kidneys had moved from the back to the front, so there's no more kidney punch. We used to use that word kidney punch, but now it'd be in the front. So the word is still being used, but you just punch in the front instead of the back. All the biological changes. So they said, well, that's why Curious George doesn't have a tail. That's the code. The human species had changed. So I don't know if there's a sign behind that one. Is it like Chaka? I don't know. Proof of evolution, lack of evolution. Is it a joke? But they've talked about it a lot. And also people don't talk about the Curious George with the man with the man with the hat, the man with the yellow hat. People don't talk about the man with the yellow hat.
Now, this is 16 seconds, so I'm curious if they mention the word in this Rusty. Okay. Let's see.
She's one of the most dangerous criminals we've ever arrested.
She's got something bigger planned. Spence.
A new Criminal Minds next Wednesday.
Okay. Yes. They didn't mention nothing on what it is. They're just saying it's one of the most criminal guys they ever had on the show.
Because he was taking people's heads off. If he takes people enough heads off, then the bunny's going to send him back home. I'm assuming it's to Sagittarius. So we're on Orion now. They was going to send him back to what he remembered, which was Sagittarius. He never mentioned Sagittarius, though.
Yeah.
He's just he's seeing all the differences in things, the continuity errors, and he's going crazy, and his son died. So if he goes back home, his son will be alive. It reminds me of that Mandela Effect movie. It's the same concept with the girl that died. The little girl that died and then came back. So he was trying to get his son back. But he considered the locals here, the Orion locals, I'm assuming he's thinking Orion locals, more like an NPC. They have no souls. They don't have a conscience. So it's like a character in a video game. He's just taking out people in video game characters. Didn't have any conscience about it. There's the guy with the bunny suit who makes the deal with him, says that if you take enough heads off the locals, I will send you back home.
Up to my C-spit, take care and sleep and dream well. Oh yeah, we're gonna dream after talk about this episode.
Yeah.
We had sock monkeys. Yeah, how many? That's what I'm. That's and then after watching all these shows, like you said, Bobby, kind of makes you rethink Mandela's in a different way, because I'm trying to remember where I heard it from too, or I was watching. Actually, I was watching. Mandela Effect did.
Yeah.
He actually did a live show a couple of days ago.
Oh shit!
And he took it off. He took it off right after he did it.
Yeah.
And he was talking to the people. He was talking about his other buddy Scott.
Yeah.
And he was talking about when they have a conversation, the reason he knows that Scott is more of a real deal versus other people is because they were talking more personal of the effects that they know each other, not the popular ones.
Yeah, the other ones.
And he's so correct on that. I even wrote saying you are 100% correct, because like when I talked about my tabs and I wrote it on the Reddit Mandela Effect site, and right out the bat I told you that people are arguing saying it's Mandela Effect because it has to be seen by 1 million people.
Yeah,
and it starts making you think like, you guys are all fucked up and fake now, because a Mandela Effect is like a paranormal, that it should be more personal.
Yeah, it's personal to you. Yeah.
I mean, we can all sit here and talk about Curious George, but it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, there's something that happened. A lot of things got shifted around in people's minds. And now there's giving you more options to blame it on. They're giving you more options now. And now it's the aliens. The aliens are coming in. The aliens are sending down some sort of beam that's fucking people's heads up. There's multiverse. They're putting the literature there for everyone. If I hear a word repeated more than once, and I know it's put there on purpose by another human. If you hear it, they put it there. When I built a prop set for the museum and exhibits, everything in there has relevance for you to have a conversation, to spark conversation. Everything. So if they use a word over and over again, you're supposed to. The ground zero. Ground zero. He's got to have Wuhan. Every word is being used on purpose. It's repeated, and repeated for you to put it into your fucking head. It's in your head. It's in your head. Agenda. What was the other biggest one I had to laugh at? I can't stop laughing. Even people within the community were using this word. I said, when have you ever used the word draconian? In a Dungeons and Dragons game? I've heard one truther use draconian several times, the word. I said, you're saying it like you've always said it. No one ever said draconian. Ever. in my fucking time as an anthropologist and observer or whatever of everything anyway. Draconian. Used over and over and over and over again. I was laughing every time I heard it. I hear someone say draconian, I started laughing. I'm like, oh, go ahead. Just continue. It's a word that's in your head now. It's planted into your head.
No,
fucking zombies.
When we had the Sea Squatchers
zombies, man.
Well, when we had the Sea Squatchers on,
yeah,
the Bigfoot girls, and we asked them about Mandela Effect, and she gave us a personal story about a statue changing.
A statue that she does,
and I like that because she's talking about a personal. She never, they never really been on the show before. No. And they go right off to the top 10, Curious George and stuff. And I said this before. It's like, for me, like hearing a 30-year-old guy saying their biggest one is still, I hate to say it again, Ed McMahon. Like, well, you weren't even born when that commercial was on. So if you weren't even born and the commercial wasn't played for the last 20, 30 years, it was only played in the 80s.
Well, so, mine over here for the last year and a half, like it was the phone booths. And I'm with somebody else from England that has the site, whatever. I don't even want to call it, but if the mental illness, who fucking knows? The fungus in the brain. We kept noticing phone booths that popping up like the old style phone booths. It's like a new phone booth. We're like, where the fuck did that phone booth be? I walk this dog this way every day. They must have just put it in. Let's go do the research. Look at the ground. I go in there and the phone, and I'm looking for the fucking the manufacturer, the fucking dates and times. Make a phone call. How long has this booth been here? Well, it's been there for the last 10 years. Oh, really now? Okay. Fucking phone booth just appeared here.
Let me ask you this one here. Now, this is the top 10 Mandela Effects movies and TV edition. Now, we're going to skip the movies because this one is more about television. Okay, because we did a Star Wars. This one here. Sex in the City, right? Now, when I've heard a lot of people on this one saying they remember it called Sex in the City. Now, if you asked me right off the bat, I would have said I remember being called Sex in the City. But I got to think of reality. My wife used to watch the episodes.
Sex in the City.
I never did. I did. I never watched every single one. So to me, when I hear about like Sex in the City or Sex in the City, that can't be an effect for everybody because I'm telling you, 90% of all guys never watched the show. Only if
I did.
No, I know your wife watched it.
Yes.
My wife watched it, and my wife, watched it. Now it was on a Sunday, so I remember seeing the show on TV because my wife watched it, but I never concentrated on the title of the show. So even though I remember Sex in the City, I don't care what kind of residue that people have. I really don't care for that because I never. It wasn't like my love for Star Wars where I know almost every single scene.
Yeah,
I can't do that for Sex and the City.
Yeah, I had the fucking ex-wife at the time actually bought the collection on DVD.
Queen of Swords. Never watched it.
Yeah.
So if you never watched it, it's fine to say Sex and the City. I can't really claim that as Mandela Effect for me because I never watched it. That's a fine answer. But it seems like, Bob, that people are afraid to say, no, I never watched it. They have to say yes. It's like a Reddit where they got to go along with what everybody else is on it. The popularity of
mental illness. I've already talked about the majority of people. No offense to those of you that have an actual. Don't separate yourself from this conversation. Don't include yourself. But there is a large percentage of people that have mental illness, and they're actually literally, as the definition goes, misremembering for 100%, and they're falling into the traps. They actually are mentally ill. There's a large percentage that are just mentally ill people. I'm sorry to say that. And then there's some of you guys that have schmucks and worked your whole life and just a regular fucking person doing a regular job. All of a sudden wake up and your whatever set has changed. And whatever something's changed, you're like, what the fuck is going on? You're that person.
Yeah, right. And the change is more personal. And you said, like you said, you're perfectly right.
Personal.
People have to change. They're personal, but
there's the people who go online. They get in with the group. They get a group answer. Let's do a group consensus. They don't actually remember shit's changed. They just fucking go along with the group. They've convinced themselves. Different kind of person. People that I have to, always try to talk to. Hey, look, I get it. They're not special. Just because they remember it this way, that don't make them special. It don't make you special. Yeah. Don't think that's just making you special. It's making you look like a crazy person. Your
if you never watch it like I did, I could care less what's this was called.
Now, see where it says "and" Eric? Go back to her fast 2 seconds.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm different than everybody. So when I see Sex and the City, I look at it, I blanket it broadly because there's a new language coming through. Okay, it says I see it as the I am pentameter, the way it's read, the flavor of the wine, the notes of the wine has changed. It's a different wine. The way it's flowing now. Sex in the City, Sex and the City. It's a whole different flavor. So where else have I seen this? And so I have to go back now in the Bible. It's changed also where you have now. When I went to university, Eric, you never started a sentence with "and." You don't start it with "and." There is no "and," a period, and then "and." So if you look at the Bible, a lot of the new prints or whatever's coming out, or whatever the ones, the old King James version, it has a lot of "ands" that start at the beginning of a sentence. It's this "and" epidemic with like a whole lot of the way it's a lot of prints now have an "and" at the beginning of a sentence. Close that, move it aside. I look at Sex and the City. They even have a capital on the "and." Well, they have a capital all the way across, but there's that "and" again that pokes you like a fucking thorn. I go, ouch. There's that "and." It's just blatantly power in there. And
I mean,
that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit that the title doesn't sound proper. Sex and the City, Sex in the City has a more of a flow versus Sex and the City.
It's a different flow.
Different
flavor.
But for me, I can't sit here and say I remember. If you're going to ask me, I would have said Sex in the City, but the show was never important enough for me to even give a damn.
I've talked to people that don't have they're normal, they're human. They're like, I got a bad memory, man, and I'm probably misremembering everything. I say, you probably are, but they say when I read certain things, it doesn't have the same flavor anymore. And I said, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
it's there's the man with the yellow hat.
Yeah, now Curious George is on this list. It says Curious George is a classic children's cartoon based on the popular books with the same name. Most young adults remember watching the show as kids. Curious George went on his ventures eating a banana with his tail hanging between his legs. He had the man in the yellow hat looking after him at all times.
The man with the yellow hat.
The show demonstrated the lessons of forgiveness, learning, and playful curiosity. You can almost see pictures of Curious George in your head now here in the crazy thing. Curious George never had a tail. The picture most people have him in the head is wrong. He is a tailless monkey. Now, for me, like I said, I think for me, more of a Mandela effect for me is not the tail at all. For me, more, if you're going to ask me, Eric, what's more the Mandela effect for you about Curious George? That there was even a cartoon for me, because first of all, I never read the books, never had a monkey. And I never remember they even had a cartoon, because first of all, Bob, what year is this cartoon supposed to come out in the first place?
Oh, it's old, man. I think it's 30, right?
Let me look. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Hold on.
Look at some old pictures of it. I want to see some things anyway.
Well, I'm looking up IMDb because there's something I need to ask. Curious. Hold on. Let me go here for a second. Oh, here we go.
The secret is, everybody, I'm not giving away the answer. Some things I'm not giving away the answers. I had to stop myself. I know Mandela Effect had to stop. I stopped myself. Scott doesn't do it at all. I had to stop. So I don't give away all the answers. But the man with the yellow hat is important.
Curious George, 2006. Does that sound right?
Oh, he came out way before that, right?
I'm gonna hold on.
The history of the Curious George comic.
I will look it up because I pulled up IMDb, and they have it 2006 to 2021.
Yeah, that's the cartoons. See, the problem with that channel is it's changed a lot for me, and it's really kind of pro Hollywood with the shit. Used to be independent. I used to go to this thing all the time for independent information, but now it's just what they give you information.
Okay.
He used to be a comic strip, Eric.
Well, the cartoon came out 2006, so that's when the cartoon came out.
Yeah.
So,
he was a comic strip.
Can you type in what year did Curious George come out? Not
As
a cartoon.
comic strip. Put comic strip.
What year? What year did Curious George come out? 1941.
Here it is. 1941. Ah.
So let me
World War.
let me pull up the pictures.
World War II.
And then now the 2006 for the cartoon makes sense because that picture I was looking at, the picture, the color yellow is too yellow to be something way older because that's like high definition color.
Yeah, let's look at the past. World War II. You should even type in 1940s with an S.
That's what I'm doing. 1941. Curious George, 1941. And then
the originals. Man with the yellow hat, meaning the man with the brown hat.
And giving him money.
Giving him money.
My first Curious George. And then there's a Curious George picture of him in jail. They took him away and shut him in a prison.
That's got to be a joke one. That's interesting, though.
And then here's a picture of a Curious George smoking.
Yeah, I think
there's George felt very tired.
I think the man with the yellow hat smoked a pipe. There he is. He stole the hat. He used to steal the hat all the time and wear the hat and run around. Yeah. He's always running away from the man with the yellow hat. I know everyone's like, what the fuck is Robert talking about when he says these things?
Curious George discovers germs.
Okay.
He's probably got the virus.
He's like a human. See, he's raising him as a human. Oh, discovers germs, huh? Yeah. What year is this? What year is this? Here we go.
Curious. I'm going to copy and paste it. So
okay.
I could type it in here.
Now we're talking. What year did this come out?
Let's see. Let me go to all. Exciting news. Originally published June 16, 2015.
2015. So it came out 2015 and about the germs. Okay, and then the virus came out from Wuhan in 2019, right after the military games. Okay, that's not weird at all, people. No, 2015 on this one. And they talk about germs and viruses, don't they?
In the book, probably. I've never.
Yeah, the history of viruses and germs. Oh, that's not weird at all.
And then later on, Curious George discovers rainbows.
Let's go to rainbows. I want to see the rainbows because to me they're upside down. But that's just, again, by myself on that one. People that I know, they're like, you're crazy on this one, man. You actually are misremembering. I said, okay. To me, the rainbows are upside down. But, okay, so he also talks about rainbows, which rainbows, for me, switched upside down. But that's interesting.
Let me type in all, see when that come out. Also, originally published in 2015. So,
there's a big insurgence in 15 for Curious George, huh? Like 15 for some reason. It must be they must have rewrote it in 15. They brought it back. I guess it was dormant for a while.
Yeah, and it looks like the Discover series, because then you also have Curious George discovers the stars. So that tells you that
okay.
Curious George is not a flat earther.
So there was a Discovery series put out in 2015 of all kinds of Curious George items, including Curious George gets a virus. Curious George looks at the stars, the constellations. There's another thing a lot of people have continuity errors with. So it seems that he's and some very small group with the rainbow. It just seems he's hitting some solids on weird thing. Okay, space.
Discovers space. He discovers the ocean.
Okay, now we're talking. Okay.
Yeah. He's discovering a lot of things.
A lot of the hot topics. Curious George had a series out in 2015 with the hot topics that people have issues with now. Huh. Okay.
Queen of Swords, not even born then. Yeah, I mean, hopefully none of us, I don't think none of us here in the chat were born in 1941. I was born in the 70s.
Yeah.
Just got real smoky in her.
Very good.
Looks like I'm late for the Gypsy Road party. Yeah, you're late, man. Sorry, man. We're gonna have to kick you out, dude. No, joking.
So I recommend people go out that are curious.
When I was in school, they had a book club. You can get book with the 45 record that they told a story. Yeah. We were kids. Yeah, you used to buy books on purpose for the gifts.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everything was rewrite in 2015, 2016 of everything in the ME era.
Okay. Yeah, I at the museum in 2015, all of a sudden we were doing so many weird fucking installs that were not scheduled. We scheduled 5 years out, and these were all of a sudden schedules of all kinds of rocket stuff, anything to do with outer space. We were primarily airplanes, and then all of a sudden we were just doing space shit like nothing. Like I couldn't fucking keep up with the volume of changes with the space shit. But yeah, 2015 and 16 was a big push. And so like this book, I wonder what else, but that's interesting. So looking at Curious George and going back to try to debunk, to find out what's up with this fucking monkey, that they've used him in not one, but 2 to 3 different shows referencing this piece of shit. So why? So here we go. There was a whole series, Curious George Discovery series, put out in 2015 with pretty much a lot of the solids that people complain about changes happened. Huh. Uh-huh.
I know. Oh, I'm deleting this email. People are stupid.
Well, you gotta look around you.
Well,
I mean, really, take a good look.
Well, somebody emailed me because I have in the description saying, Eric, why would you show some videos of the 2 shows that was making fun of Mandela Effect community? First of all,
making fun of your
nobody's making fun of Mandela Effect community.
I
You
am.
are. Whoever's saying that is because
I am.
Because if you can't talk about truth, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you should come talk to Robert Wood, and I'll never mind. I didn't even want to go there. Come talk to me. I'll slap your ass back down in your fucking mama's fucking chair.
Yeah.
Come question me about your fucking God Mandela Effect. Fuck, shut the fuck up. Stupid.
We already talked about Forrest Gump in a movie.
Yeah.
Snow White's an actual movie. We won't talk about that because we can talk about it in the future. That's a
movie.
movie.
Then again, Snow White also has a lot of relevance. They've got the 7 dwarfs.
I'm saying that we could save that. We could save that for another. We can do another double feature with Snow White and Interview with the Vampire.
Magic.
Now here's something. I guess you could say this Sally Field one.
I don't give a shit about those.
Is a TV one, and first of all, you like me, you really like me. Now, first of all, does any of you really watch award shows in the first place? And if you do you guys, any of you in the chat, be serious with me? Anybody in the chat, do you honestly could tell me you remember Sally Field saying you really like me?
You really, really like me.
Did anybody in the chat, you guys, honestly, can you guys tell me?
The show.
You guys tell me. I mean, I know Sally Field from playing in Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah.
I don't remember her on award shows. I mean,
yeah.
So
I remember her from The Flying Nun. What is she? I wonder what she looks like with The Flying Nun, since she's got a change in her. I wonder, type in The Flying Nun. I want to go back. I take these changes and I want to go back to the history of the people that had it happen to. And see what's special about them. What about the rest of their shit? She was Sally Fields was in with The Flying Nun. So she played a nun that flew with a big ass hat.
I just hate when people start this whole conversations about something that nobody watched. Maybe there might be a few of you that saw that award show with that Sally Fields saying that.
Well, it's another one of those ones where
this is her, the Flying Nun. There's images of her, the Flying Nun.
So here we go. Let's take a look. There's the Flying Nun hat. It has changed for me. Now, I'm not going to say what it is, but the Flying Nun hat has changed.
So if she's a nun that could fly, then she must be the daughter of God, right?
Well, no, she's just got powers from God. God gave her magic powers. Oh, the hat has changed. For those of you, how many of you watched The Flying Nun? Now, I'm a nerd, so I love black and white TV back on regular television. That's why I watch a lot of black and white TV. So I watched The Flying Nun because she was in a movie with Smokey and the Bandit, and I thought she was hot, so I wanted to see what she was like when she was younger.
Oh, everybody loved her in Smokey and the Bandit. Everybody thought she was hot.
Yeah. So she had a particular thing, and so she was the Flying Nun. You know, that hat has changed. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give that answer because next thing you know, you'll have somebody with a fucking Patreon channel fucking talking about the Flying Nun and the changes in it. But you guys are more than welcome to talk about the sidebar. If you want to give the answer away, it's up to you. But yeah, if you remember the Flying Nun and her outfit. Interesting. Well, gives me a lot of answers. Gave me a shitload of answers.
Let's see here. What is this?
Yes.
Back in the day, there was only 2 channels. If you were on, that's what the family watched. Queen of Swords. I said that. I mentioned that. I don't remember what show Bob and I did on Monday or Friday that I was telling people that, you know, in the 80s, you didn't have a lot of television, and you didn't. And when you did, anything that's kid related television wasn't 24 hours on certain genres. Like if you want to watch something on children's, you only watch it in the mornings, and they were played on Saturday, like only on 1 channel. No, 2 channels, and you had to record the other channel to watch other cartoons on a VHS to see it. You know, you didn't get to see trailers all the time because and when people did have a TV, it was only 1 TV in the house. There weren't like 2, 3 TVs in houses in the 80s.
1 TV.
You got lucky you had 1, and you had rabbit ears because the joke was if you had cable TV, you're rich.
Yeah, everyone with the fucking rabbit ear. You had tinfoil. You wrap tinfoil around the rabbit ears. You make all these weird tinfoil monstrosity fucking artworks of tinfoil. All these different types of weird ass. Look at my monster. You've got like 4 rolls of tinfoil with all these weird. It works. We've got the channel we've never got before.
Let's look at. Okay, this is Sally Field. Let's look at some of her.
Look at more Sally Field stuff.
Let's look back in her early. Because what year was The Flying Nun? Okay, so The Flying Nun was a TV series between 1967 and 1970. Okay, now I'm trying to look at her career. Anything that stands out? We know she was in Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah,
that's where she was. She was in Smoking the Bandit Part 2. I'm trying to think of anything here that looks still Magnolia. Was there any Mandela effects in the movie? Still Magnolias?
Maybe.
Now we know Forrest Gump is a Mandela Effect type of movie, and she was in that.
Yeah.
She was in that.
Ironically, she's in Forrest Gump, correct? And she's also had some changes in her stuff. Now I know 100% from seeing The Flying Nun. I could give a hint to some people. I'm just going to say Wings, but it's up to you on some other things. I don't want to give away the answer. Interesting. So I got a big ass answer. I'm like, no fucking way.
And the only other thing that she was in that might be considered huge is she played Aunt May in Amazing Spider-Man in 2012.
Okay.
And Amazing Spider-Man 2 in 2014.
Okay. Amazing Spider-Man.
So nothing really dramatically that stands out. She was an ER show for a while, I guess. She did a TV show called From Earth to the Moon.
Oh, what is this? What? I don't know this
one.
A
TV miniseries.
Oh, TV miniseries. Okay.
From Earth to the Moon.
Oh, okay. Interesting. There we go.
Stars Tom Hanks. So this sounds like a starring Tom Hanks in this.
Tom Hanks
in a From the Earth to the Moon. Is this a documentary or is it?
Must be a documentary. So now you have Tom Hanks and Sally Fields together again in another movie. When would this one come out?
TV miniseries 1998.
1998. Together in 1998. This came out in 1998. I don't remember this movie in 1998. We would have had it. We would have had it. A clip of it at the movie. In the Museum of Flight, we had a section of movies. It was like all the space movies. This movie wasn't there. So did we just ever overlook it? Yeah, absolutely plausible. Just didn't know about it. Just didn't overlook it, but never heard of it.
Yeah.
9 and 8 is 17. There's that 17 again. 17 and 14.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I just don't remember or anything.
In 98, he put out this one. And this was before a lot of other movies he put out. Was this before his movie of Apollo
13? I'm probably it's probably after. Probably let me see here. Apollo 13 was 1995. So this was right. This is 3 years after Apollo 13.
So 95 Apollo 13, and then he come out with this one. Okay, and then little document. He likes to do them weird documentaries. He likes to do like he also was the director in the Band of Brothers, which I liked it before 16.
That's a good question. Did Sarah Jessica Parker have Sex in the City with the vampire, or Sex in the City with the vampire? I'm asking for a friend.
Right? Did she have a sex with a vampire in the city?
Let me type that in. I'm going to type that in. Did Sarah Parker Jr., I know he's joking, have had sex?
Let's see.
Sex in the city with the vampire.
The only guy, I'm going to say this because I know the series, guys. I had no choice to watch it. The only guy in the series that she actually had a real relationship with was a carpenter. He was a he was a carpenter that did specialized carpentry for houses, like special car. She fell in with a carpenter. This one particular actor that was huge with lots of women. For all of a sudden, this guy came out of nowhere. But he had a pot belly. He was laid back. He was kind of the only cool character ever in the fucking series that I could sit back and watch for a little bit. But yeah, she had fallen in love with his carpenter guy. Any connotations to the religion there? But yeah.
No pictures of her with the vampire.
No vampires. Unless that carpenter was a vampire.
Yeah.
That's the only guy I can think of that it was like a different kind of species of human in this fucking stupid series.
And now Tony feels old. Wow, I'm old. I saw that show. I don't know why. I don't know why. I could picture Tony eating popcorn watching Sex and the City or Sex in the City.
Let's watch. Look at her hand right here. We get a little bit right there. We'll give you guys a symbolism. There we go. Nothing to do with the Illuminati, man. It's old fucking pagan stuff. They do all kinds of old pagan symbols. Yeah, and then she had sex with she fell in love with a woman, the other gal, and she had problems. Oh, these guys were just really interesting characters. Interesting characters.
And then apparently those two actresses don't like each other.
I would believe it. Yeah.
Well, apparently they're making another movie or something, and I don't know if that other blonde girl is going to be in it.
Well, okay. Sounds good if they want to. They're gonna have to put it out there and use the weird new name that doesn't roll correctly.
If HBO Max wants to have a hit on their show, you know how they want a good show for their streaming services.
Yeah.
What if they take Sex in the City, those 4 girls starring Bob, and call it Sex in Utah, where you have 4 wives and they all be your wives?
That would be a good show.
Wouldn't that be a good show?
Bitches,
Sex with Bob in Utah or something.
Bitches, where's my? I'm gonna slam open the door, bitches, and they all come running up front. Good. Now, who made me a sandwich? First one to make me a sandwich might get a kiss on the cheek.
I think that'll be an HBO hit.
Yeah.
A new take of Sex and the City. Changes Sex in Utah with Bob.
These are my bitches. Yeah. Yeah.
They all got tired of the big city life of New York, and they all decided to marry Bob.
Yes. We'll marry all 4 of them. See which one's the best. Get in there.
Never saw the show, but did have what? Hold on. What is this? Nah, never saw that show, but I did have Sex in the City with a vampire. She's night, no joke. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What is this? Call the show Ultraman. Play on you, the man.
I like that little code you did there. That was nice. See, now you know how I do it. That's how you do it.
Bob was
That's how you do it. Good job with that one. Now someone figured out how to do it. That's good job. That's how you slip it in there like that. And it just goes right in and nobody even bothers. Like, it don't sound right. They don't say it don't sound right. It says it sounds right. The other way, it's like, it don't sound right.
That's crazy.
Good job.
That's awesome. I'm telling you, that show would be a hit.
Oh, yeah. It would be a damn good hit.
So, guys, we got 5 minutes left. And like I said, I have to right at 3 because I got to take my daughter to the school to pick up a yearbook. So I need some of you people. I need 3 more people to subscribe to my horror talk channel. I need 3 more people so I get over 100, and then it'll allow me to create my own URL for the channel. So
yay!
So I'll need 3 more people. And yesterday's show was good. We talked about monster movies. Tomorrow on Horror Talk, we're going to be talking all the Stephen King movies. Like, what's your favorite Stephen King? You know, Stephen King, to me, is a hit and miss. Some of his movies are good off his books, some are not. And I'll let you guys know which one's my favorite tomorrow. And then Friday, we're going to be talking about the. Hold on, let me find out the exact. Sometimes I even forget the title that I even created for the show. Even I created. This Friday's show is called "Are the British Descended from the 10 Lost Tribes?"
Yes.
And talking about this, since it's called the descendants of the British descendant, I thought, hey, we need Paul for this show for that one, and Paul's coming on.
Yeah.
We're going to find out if Paul is descendant of the Lost Tribe. And we're going to be talking about the 13th.
He might be like us. Our dad was half Jewish and we didn't know about it. So until Black Tom came along, we figured it out. So anyway, he might be a fellow Ashkenazi Jew like us. He might not know it. We'll find out. Hope he brings his yarmulke.
Yeah.
You should make like a tinfoil yarmulke.
Guys, some of you are listening. Because now I'm at 99. I need one more. And guys, listen. And you don't have to be horror fans and all that. You know, we actually have a good time. Guys, I did a Misfits of Science on there 2 days ago. Actually, it almost has 1,000 views for Misfits of Science. And it's kind of awesome because it's cool seeing that people actually have memory of some of these old shows that don't, people forget about.
Absolutely cool. Yeah, that's actually a cool one. That's a real good one.
Yeah,
you guys got to do it on Square Pegs.
Oh, yeah. Square Pigs is a good one. It's like the one of the originals. Oh, we got 100. Woo! 100.
Yay.
Right.
Get you guys there.
That's awesome. That's
Get
awesome.
you guys up there. Hell yeah.
You guys are awesome. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, so everybody, my only advice for the show with the X-Files version 1 is do not kill yourself looking through the shit. That thing is designed to be a game for you to fuck with your head. It's just at the end, my favorite part of the whole fucking show was at the end, Eric, the alien that they meet says that everybody's a liar. He says the one fucking cool thing about the whole. He says the aliens found out that everybody on Earth is a fucking liar. I was like, I had to laugh. I said, okay. The best part of the whole show was when the alien says that everybody's a fucking liar.
Well, the conversations in the X-Files wasn't the problem. It's when you show images like Fox Mulder's older head on a baby. You know, when they shot goofy shit like that, you took something that can be taken a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Great concept, but they fucked it up by making it too cartoonish.
They made it cartoonish on purpose.
And the thing is, that wasn't the X-Files. That's the problem.
Well, no, it wasn't.
X-Files took things a little more seriously, but for whatever reason, that episode, they made it to a cartoonish.
It's a satire. The whole thing was a satire.
And they could have done something more beautiful with it than making it a satire, because the theories they all had was good theories. But they did it as a satire. I never got that. I don't know why.
Somebody came down from the main office and said, here's a script. We have to do this. We have to, the Pentagon or whatever, we have to make this the part of it, whatever. We got to make this show. And so they probably got together and probably said, and I can see that they got together and said, I don't want to take it seriously. If they have to make it. This is what I see. If I have to make this show, we're going to make it separate from all the other shows and make it stand out and make it silly. It reminds me when that House MD, Dr. House MD, they made one where everybody sings the whole, like when they make they have a TV series and they make one particular show where everybody's singing a chorus line in the show. It's like that. It's a throwout. It's a fun one. This was strictly satire. In fact, it was so satire that they just went ahead and made all these fun, stupid things. Like they did glitches through the whole thing where you got to stop it. And you're like, you're right. I did it. I wrote down the time for the glitch, followed all the way through the end, looked at they had a board with connecting people. I remember when Senator Cruz, his dad he's Cuban. And Oswald visited his dad to be part of the conspiracy to fucking kill Kennedy. It was Cruz's dad was involved in that conspiracy theory when he was running for office. I remember all of that shit. I was like, oh, I see. It's all the old conspiracies from all the old days that you might remember, might not. Maybe it's changed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cruz's dad was anyway, Cuban, whatever. Then at the end, the alien says that everybody's a liar. And I go, oh, okay. I got it.
You said it. So beyond that, guys, and then the guys, if you ever seen some other's live show and for whatever reason, Mark Sargent's coming up in the live show, you guys should all ask him, hey, what are you doing on the military base? just ask him. Seriously. You guys see him? Ask him, hey, what are you doing on the military base on Whidbey Island?
He didn't show up. For the record, guys, Eric and I, we went to a Flat Earth get-together, and people were phenomenally fantastic. We have no insults there. Mark Sargent was supposed to be there, and I knew he wasn't going to come because he's like, Robert Wood's going to be here. He ain't going to come. And Eric, we were both going to be there, and we're like, he ain't going to come. I said, he ain't going to come because he knows I'm going to be here.
We would have asked him, hey, what were you doing on the military base?
He didn't show up for his own Flat Earth get-together. He didn't show up. And people came from all over to meet this fucker. As soon as we announced that we're going to come, he didn't come. Like, okay, where the fuck is Mark Sargent? This guy.
It is what it is. So, guys, we'll see you later. We'll see some of you tomorrow. We'll probably see most of you back on Friday. So, have a good one. Good night, everybody.